If you're joining for the first time, welcome. I do appreciate you and thank you for your support. I just wanted to debunk some of the myths, some of the misunderstandings with the Digitakt 2 projects and patterns. This stuff can be a little complicated, so I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of save you guys some time. If you're just picking up this machine or you're just getting yourself familiar with it, like myself, as I stated in another video, I love the machine. I think it's a great drum machine. The sequencing power in it is amazing, but that's not what this is about. So let's get into how the projects and the patterns break down in the Digitakt 2. First and foremost, you have the plus drive. The plus drive is where you store all of the presets, all of the sounds for the Digitakt 2. Then you have your projects. You can have up to 128 projects, if I'm not mistaken. And within those projects, you have patterns. There are 8 banks, and in each bank, you can have up to 16 patterns. So that means in that project, you can have 128 patterns. I'm going to break it down so you don't even have to remember anything I just said. I just wanted to point it out to you guys. On the very top row, you can see it says A, and it has 2 question marks, and it says zoological. And if you go down to the second row, you can see it says bank A. It says to select a pattern, trigger 1 through 16. They call these pads trigs. I don't like the word trigs. These are pads, so I call them pads. But for Elektron, they like to call them trigs. So trigs, pads, they both equal the same thing. Trigs equal pads, pads equal trigs. So 1 through 16, it says select a pattern. So we're in bank A. Right now we're on pattern 1. And it's going to illuminate in red, which shows you that that is the active pattern in that bank. So right now it's on pattern 1. Let's go to pattern 4. Stop it. Let's go to pattern 5. You guys get the drift. You hit pattern and you can see that 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 have nothing on it. So that means there are no active patterns on those pads. The only pads that have active patterns on them is 1, 4, 5, 8, and 9. And right now the current pattern is 5. Also, if I play a pattern and I want it to go to 4, it'll go straight to 4. Hit 5, it'll go straight to 5. Of course, at the end of that bar, if that's how you have it set up, go to 8. You guys get the drift. That's bank A. So now let's go to bank B and let's see if there's any patterns in there. You can hold down function and hit the pattern key, and here you'll see it says select bank A through H. The letters correspond to the numbers. 9 equals A, 10 equals B, 11 equals C, so on and so on. Here it says trigs 9 through 16. So right now we're currently in bank A, which is 9. Let's go to B. So let's hit 10. Now we're in bank B. If you notice in the top left-hand side of the screen, it says B with a question mark. That lets you know that you are now in bank B. The name of this pattern is planned. So we're going to hit 1. And now it'll play pattern 1. Let's go to pattern 2. And those are the only 2 patterns that I had in bank B. Let's go to bank C, see what we got in bank C. So we're going to hit 11, bank C. And you'll notice in the top left-hand side of the screen, it says C with 2 question marks. That lets you know that now you are in bank C. Now let's choose a pattern. Pattern 1. Let's go to pattern 2. Pattern 3. You guys get the drift. Here you'll notice it says untitled. So the project is not untitled. The pattern is untitled. You can give these patterns names, different names. And to name the pattern, let me show you how that works. You hit the little cogwheel here where it says save project. Scroll down to the third line. It says pattern. You hit yes. and you just hit rename. So you hit yes again. And now it gives you the option to name that particular pattern. If you notice at the bottom, it actually lays out what each function does. So here it says if you hit function arrow, you can then edit the name. If you hit function no, it will delete the name. If you hit function yes, you can insert space. If you hit save, it'll just save what you have there. Settings, it just gives you a random name. I use that all the time. So that way I don't even have to go through any of the hassle of trying to name the projects. I just keep hitting the cogwheel until I find a name I like, and I just name it that. Up, down, you can change your characters. Left, right, you can move the cursor within the cell. And no, it lets you abort everything and go back to where you were. And as you can see, it's still untitled. So let's give it a name. I'm going to go back into the cogwheel. I'm going to hit yes, rename, and I'm going to hit the settings until I find something I like. Collaborative X. Let's keep that. Yes. Now that pattern is named. Once you are actually in a bank, you can hit these left and right arrow keys here to cycle through the banks. You no longer have to hit function bank. Once you're actually in a bank, you can now hit these keys to cycle through the different banks. And you can see the banks changing: bank A, bank B, bank C, D, E, F, G, so on and so on. I just wanted to break down the difference because it says untitled and you think that that's a project that's untitled, or is that a pattern that's untitled? This untitled, these are all patterns here. And within each pattern, you can have different sounds, different rhythms. It just goes on and on and on. And that's why I really like this Digitakt 2. I mean, you could do so much with this machine. It's really a really good machine, man. I can't say it enough. That's a matter of opinion. But this video is strictly about the projects and the patterns and the breakdown as to how it works. So hopefully, I hope this saved you guys some time. I never want to steer you guys wrong. I don't want to put any false information out there. Even if I'm wrong about something, please comment, let me know, and I'll correct it. Hope this helps. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.